What if we were to discover that all the marketing we've heard so far is nothing but a lie? In our dynamic and highly technological world, we are on the brink of a green revolution. The protagonist? Electric vehicles, known as EVs. Celebrated as champions of clean energy, promising a more sustainable tomorrow. These sophisticated mechanisms pledge zero emissions, silent travels, and a significant reduction in dependence on fossil fuels. With the potential to transform our cities, our air, and our planet, there's something we need to discuss. These vehicles have a hidden side. Surprisingly, even though they are seen as solutions for a greener world, with less pollution and greater energy efficiency, electric cars carry a trail of environmental destruction, human degradation, and even child labor. There's a truth hidden behind the shiny appearance of these advanced vehicles, a dark secret related to cobalt. So, is the electric car revolution really as clean and politically correct as it seems? Allow us to clarify this issue for you. In a world heavily reliant on fossil fuels, electric vehicles stand out as a beacon of hope. From the hustle and bustle of metropolises to the tranquility of smaller towns, the gentle hum of EVs is becoming increasingly common. Everyone, from industry giants to the most ambitious startups, is in a global race to create the ultimate EV. They promise many things: zero greenhouse gas emissions during operation, energy efficiency superior to gasoline equivalents, and a revolution in renewable energy. They also offer something less tangible but perhaps even more vital: a future where technology and nature coexist peacefully. However, this vision is currently a bit distant. This distance is attributed to a hidden component of advanced technology inside these vehicles, the lithium-ion battery. Compact and powerful, durable and lightweight, it's a marvel of modern engineering, offering high energy storage capacity and efficiency. But the production of these batteries comes at a cost, not a monetary one, but something far more valuable: human rights and environmental well-being. This is thanks to the crucial ingredient of these batteries, cobalt. So, let's get to know the dark side of this green revolution: cobalt. A gray-silver element, sturdy and gleaming. It has become a vital component in our technology-driven world. In the lithium-ion batteries powering our EVs, cobalt's unique properties ensure safety, stability, and longevity. This lesser-known metal is a hero in the world of renewable energy, but it's not limited to electric vehicles. This versatile metal is present in our smartphones, laptops, even in the turbines and solar panels of the renewable energy sector. Though cobalt is almost as ubiquitous as the technology it powers, there's a dark tale behind the growing demand for this metal, a story of human suffering and environmental devastation. The harsh reality is that approximately 60% of the global cobalt supply comes from a single location, the Democratic Republic of Congo, a vast country in the heart of Africa. This should be one of the wealthiest countries in the world, considering it sits on an abundance of valuable resources. However, for centuries, it has failed to benefit from this wealth due to foreign exploitation and the prevalence of conflicts, corruption, and poverty. In the labyrinths of Congolese mines, men, women, and even children dig for the precious cobalt ore. The conditions are inhumane, and wages are low. Safety standards and fair working conditions are almost always absent. This is a sector full of dangers: landslides, exposure to toxic dust, and long-term health issues, just to name a few. The children working in it face these unsafe and unhealthy conditions daily. In the twilight of the mines, these young workers bear the real cost of cobalt-powered technology. However, the most shocking image in this panorama is the use of child labor. Children as young as 7 years old trade school books for pickaxes. However, the impact of cobalt extraction doesn't only affect people. The environment also suffers severely. Unregulated mining results in deforestation, soil and water contamination, and loss of biodiversity. Nearby communities suffer from health problems related to pollution. This is the cobalt paradox, essential for a green future. Its extraction threatens human rights and environmental integrity. Our journey towards a cleaner future is filled with good intentions. However, will these be enough to overcome the dark side of cobalt? Uncertain. What we observe is that cobalt has become increasingly present in our lives, even if unconsciously, and some companies and governments heavily invest to dominate the market. Who leads this race? China. Let's talk about the menacing and cunning China. In our investigation of the dark side of electric vehicles, it is imperative to discuss the geopolitical struggle for cobalt dominance. Conquering cobalt is not just about resources, but about power, and China is strategically positioning itself to command this power. The demand for electric vehicles grows annually, with electric cars being the best-selling currently. Naturally, the demand for cobalt will follow this upward trend. The question is that China foresaw this 2 decades ago and heavily invested in Congo's cobalt mines. It is estimated to control over half of the mines there and currently more than 80% of the world's cobalt refining capacity. How it will use this power is the question that arises. China molybdenum, CMOC, and Huyu cobalt play a decisive role in expanding Chinese influence in the cobalt industry. Due to this concentration of control, the price of cobalt significantly jumped between 2016 and 2018, quadrupling thanks to the demand for electric vehicles and Chinese influence in the market. With the pandemic, prices dropped, but they rose again in 2021, though they are now falling again. Chinese dominance raises geopolitical concerns. The global acceleration towards electric vehicles can make non-Chinese countries and industries highly dependent on Chinese cobalt supply. Moreover, China uses its dominance in cobalt mining to produce cheaper electric vehicles, also controlling the EV market. This highlights the urgency to diversify cobalt sources, improve recycling capabilities, and accelerate the development of cobalt-free technologies and batteries. The battle for cobalt is not just about resources, it is a race that can define the global balance of power and the future of sustainable energy. But is there a way out? Life for EVs without cobalt possible? The path to cleaner transportation is hindered by the harsh reality of cobalt mining. However, science is seeking solutions. In laboratories around the world, researchers are exploring new technologies and batteries that reduce or even eliminate our dependence on cobalt. Some interesting alternatives are emerging. One of them is the iron phosphate lithium batteries, or LFP batteries, already used by some companies because they do not contain cobalt. Another promising innovation is solid-state batteries. They offer higher energy density and safety compared to conventional lithium-ion batteries. At the same time, some scientists are exploring sodium-ion batteries, given the abundance and accessibility of sodium. However, scientific innovation takes time, and these alternatives are not yet ready to surpass lithium-ion batteries. While we await science to develop a cobalt-free solution, we must focus on improving current mining practices, ensuring transparency, and promoting sustainable and responsible extraction. The path to a sustainable future is complex, but with the relentless dedication of science and a firm commitment to justice and responsibility, we can illuminate the dark aspects of our journey.